Cats are definitely an emotional mystery. While they may seem independent, these adorable felines have more feelings than you might think. Have you ever wondered if your cat feels remorse after being naughty, or how they apologize? And if you do something that hurts them, do you know how to say sorry? In this video, I'm going to explain how cats apologize to humans and how we can apologize to them. So let's get into it. How do cat emotions work? Cats are complex beings, endowed with a rich emotional life that often surprises us with its depth and diversity. Like us humans, they experience a wide range of emotions, from love and happiness to sadness and anger. Feline love is a beautiful and powerful thing. Cats are capable of forming deep and lasting bonds with their caregivers and feline companions. They express their love in subtle ways, such as purring while being petted, rubbing against their caretaker's legs, or simply sharing the same space. These gestures of affection are an expression of the deep emotional bond that cats develop with those who care for them. A cat's happiness can be seen in their carefree and relaxed behavior. When they feel safe and comfortable in their environment, cats can be seen playfully frolicking, rolling over belly up, and even purring contentedly. These moments of happiness are precious to cat lovers, as they reveal the joyful and laid-back side of the feline personality. If your cat is calm, they are happy. However, cats can also experience darker emotions, such as sadness and depression. Changes in their environment, such as the loss of a feline or human companion, a change of residence, or prolonged absence from their caregivers, can trigger feelings of sadness and melancholy in cats. They may become withdrawn, lose interest in play, and become less affectionate. It is important to be attentive to these signs and offer emotional support to your cat during these difficult times. Like humans, cats can also feel anger and frustration in certain situations. This can be triggered by changes in their routine, negative interactions with other animals or humans, or even simply not getting what they want. Cats can express their anger through aggressive vocalizations, such as growls and hisses, or even through aggressive behaviors, such as scratching or biting. It is important to handle these emotions calmly and compassionately, providing your cat with a safe and predictable environment to calm down. Do cats know when they misbehave? The first point to consider is whether cats distinguish between good and bad behavior, and the answer to that question is simple. No, they do not have that innate sense of right and wrong. For example, your cat does not understand why they shouldn't knock over that vase on the table or why scratching the sofa is wrong. However, this does not mean that your feline friend is oblivious to your reactions. While they may not understand the morality of their actions, they definitely perceive when they have done something that displeases you. And how do they know? Because you are like an open book to them. Your expressions, your tone of voice, and even your posture give them very clear clues. An animal cognition study has shown that cats are actually sensitive to the sound of our voices. When you are happy, your tone is friendly, something your cat associates with happy moments, like when you pet or feed them. But if you are upset, your voice sounds very different, and your cat realizes that something is wrong. In addition to listening, they also observe. A study conducted by the University of Bari in Italy found that cats can read our emotions through facial gestures. A smile or a furrowed brow tells them a story. So, more than understanding what is good or bad, cats learn from our responses. If we react in a certain way to a behavior, they will associate that behavior with that response. So much of what they learn about what is right or wrong will depend on us. We are their guides. Can cats actually apologize? After understanding how they perceive our emotional responses, an inevitable question arises. Can cats really apologize? Here's the news. Cats do not feel that emotional complexity we know as guilt. That is, if you expect your cat to come with a repentant look saying sorry in their feline way, you can keep waiting because that's not going to happen. However, while cats do not understand the concept of remorse, they do understand when you are upset or angry with them, and that's when they will try to reconnect with you. If your cat approaches you with affection after naughty behavior, it's not exactly an apology, but rather a way of saying, "I don't like it when you're upset. Let's be okay." Despite their independence and self-sufficiency, cats value the connection with their humans very much. They can be territorial and could live without us, but that doesn't mean they don't form very deep emotional bonds. Although they don't feel guilty, they will seek ways to reconnect with you and ensure that everything is okay between the two of you. In the next point, I'll explain what these ways they have to reconnect with you are. They are the closest thing to an apology you'll get. Pay attention. But before that, I ask you to help us grow and spread feline knowledge to more people. And how? By subscribing to the channel, give a thumbs up to the video, and commenting if your cat apologizes to you a lot. Very grateful for your interaction. Now let's talk about 9 ways cats apologize. Purring. If humans had a universal sound to express peace, it would be purring. The cool thing is that cats make this sound. They can't say sorry, but if you hear this prolonged purring after mischief, they are very likely trying to communicate with you. Purring is often associated with comfort and tranquility, and its intensity can be a way of apologizing. Slow blinking. In the language of cats, slow blinking can be a deep expression of trust and relaxation. When they do this while looking into your eyes after mischief, it's like they're sending little visual kisses, hoping that your sweet gaze will make you forget about that broken vase in your living room right now. Licking or nuzzling. Mutual grooming between cats strengthens bonds. If your cat decides to lick your hand or face, it's a way of taking care of you, especially after misbehaving. It's a kind of apology saying, despite what I did, we're still family. Head bumping. Every time your cat rubs against you or gives you a little headbutt, they are depositing pheromones. It's their way of saying, you're mine, and reaffirming the bond with you. It's a sign of affection and trust. So when your feline does this after mischief, it's like they're saying, we're still friends, right? Kneading with paws. The famous make biscuits, the comforting act reminds the cat of their infancy when they kneaded their mother's belly before feeding. If after an unlovely act, your cat starts kneading, they may be seeking both your comfort and offering a silent apology. Showing the belly. The belly is the most vulnerable part of a cat. When they show it, they are making a big act of trust. Showing the belly can be a way of admitting a mistake and showing vulnerability. Giving gifts. There's nothing like a gift from your cat to get your attention. Although it can be quite unsettling to find a mouse in your room, it's their way of sharing their hunt with you. It may be an attempt to make up for those sharp claws on your sofa, a quirky apology that says, brought this for you, we're okay. Approaching you. Has your cat, after mischief, come to you with their tail up? This act is an invitation to interaction, and maybe their way of saying, don't ignore me, I still want to be close to you. It's a very subtle but powerful gesture of reconciliation. Initiating play. Play is vital for cats. After undesirable behavior, if your cat brings their favorite toy or starts playing around you, they are likely trying to rebuild the relationship between you. It's a very playful way of saying, come on, you can't stay mad for long. These are just some of the unique and charming ways our cats may try to apologize. Although they don't understand the human concept of apology, they definitely have ways to show they care about us. Now imagine the following situation. We have all been there. You accidentally hurt your cat. Maybe you unintentionally step on their tail, stumble over them, or shout at them. Of course, you feel bad about your actions and want things to go back to normal. Apologizing to your cat is the best way to keep your relationship strong after you've committed a feline offense. But how do you tell your cat you're sorry? And even if you do, will a cat understand you when you apologize? Stay with me to find out. It is important to remember that cats are a very different species with their own distinctive ways of thinking. While they are intelligent animals, they don't have the same concept of apologizing as humans do. However, if we do something harmful to our cat, showing them that we didn't mean to hurt them is very important. Cats may not understand the concept of an apology in the human sense, but they can feel love and affection. The key is to reconnect with your cat, reassuring them that you pose no threat and harbor no anger towards them. How to apologize to a cat. Before rushing over to apologize, it is important to observe the cat's body language. It is possible that your cat needs some space before they're ready to connect with you again. If you just stepped on their tail and sent them running for cover, chasing after them will only cause more stress and fear. When you want to make amends, it is best to wait for the cat to approach you. Remember, a lowered tail, curved back, or flattened ears are telltale signs that your cat is threatened and needs some space before you try to make amends. On the contrary, relaxed ears, an upright tail, or a relaxed body posture are all positive body language signs that indicate your cat is ready to engage with you. When your cat is finally relaxed, you can apologize by speaking to them in a calm tone of voice while blinking slowly at them. Cats recognize your voice and respond to your vocal and facial cues. Cats love treats, so offering them some of their favorite treats while talking to them in a soft voice helps create positive associations. It's a great way to show them that you're truly sorry. How long do cats stay angry? Due to the way short-term memory functions in felines, cats typically forget one-off bad events within 16 hours. So if you accidentally step on a cat's tail and apologize, the cat won't hold a grudge against you. However, cats remember abuse and repeated mistreatment for the rest of their lives. This is because cats also have associative memories. Your cat will learn through experience that you are a threat and an untrustworthy figure. This doesn't mean that the cat is holding a grudge. It is just that the cat is merely keeping itself safe. Therefore, while your cat may not remember genuine accidents or honest mistakes, they will remember a pattern of negativity or mistreatment. How to know if your cat has forgiven you. If you're concerned that your cat may be holding a grudge against you for something, it's important to observe their behavior. If your cat keeps hiding from you or tries to avoid you after a negative experience, it may be an indication that they are still processing what happened and don't feel safe around you yet. Likewise, if your cat tucks its tail, holds it down, or flattens its ears when you are nearby, it could be a sign that they still lack trust in you. On the contrary, if your cat shows relaxed body language and shows no signs of fear or anxiety when you're in their presence, it's a good sign that they have forgiven you. Even better, if your cat approaches you, rubs against you, or even purrs and sleeps next to you, it's a clear sign that they have moved past the incident and feel comfortable in your presence once again. Avoid kissing or hugging your cat as an apology. If you hurt your cat and want to apologize to them to regain their trust, don't be tempted to hug or kiss them immediately. From a cat's perspective, going for a big hug or bringing our face close to them could be perceived as a threat rather than a soothing action. Give them plenty of personal space and talk calmly to them. That way, it's more likely that your cat will forgive you when you accidentally hurt them. How to apologize to a cat after a stressful veterinary visit. Certain events can be stressful for cats, so it is important to provide reassurance and comfort to help them cope with the stress. If you notice your cat is upset due to changes in routine, such as having visitors for the holidays or undergoing renovations, consider using calming aids around the house, such as feline stress pheromone sprays. Feline pheromones are scent signals that cats naturally produce to communicate and mark their territory. These pheromone sprays mimic those signals and can help create a sense of familiarity and security for your cat. And make sure to maintain a consistent routine as much as possible. If your cat is distressed about visits to the veterinarian, consult with your vet about possible calming aids. They can recommend over-the-counter options or prescribe medication to alleviate your cat's anxiety. Common actions that could damage your cat's trust. There are several ways you might inadvertently damage the trust between you and your cat. If you regularly force your cat to do things they don't want to do, it can create distance between you and your pet. Common examples are subjecting them to frequent and stressful nail trimming experiences or forcing them to be around visitors when they don't want to. Additionally, frightening them with sudden loud noises or startling objects can cause them to associate your presence with fear and anxiety. Keep in mind that many cats dislike being picked up. Constantly picking them up and cradling them like a baby when they don't want to can lead to negative associations and a lack of trust. Constantly yelling or even hitting your cat can also definitely damage their trust. Remember, anger does not teach your cat to behave. It simply teaches them to be afraid of you. How to show your cat affection. so they know you still love them. Once you've apologized to your cat by talking in a friendly voice, you may find that your cat is still distant and fearful of you. This could especially happen after a serious incident or previous trauma they've experienced. To regain your cat's trust, it's important to respect their need for space and allow them to approach you on their own terms. Use treats strategically to either reward good social interactions with you or to entice them to walk towards you. Interactive play is also a great way to strengthen your bond. Playing with your cat not only reinforces the bond you share, but also builds confidence in shy pets while keeping them active and healthy. And remember, spending quality time with your cat is the best way to show affection. Pet them, talk with them, or nap by their side to let them know you care. Being out all day and not giving much attention to them will not create that special bond between you. At the end of the day, cats don't understand apologies the way we do, based on morals or ethics. They don't have that human concept of right and wrong. But that doesn't mean they don't understand anything. They just perceive things differently. When a cat approaches calmly, rubs against you, or seeks contact after a conflict, that's their way of reconnecting. It's like they're saying, "I want to be okay with you." And when we're the ones who made a mistake, simply saying, "sorry," isn't enough. They feel the tone of our voice, the gentleness of our gestures, and that's what truly communicates our intentions. In other words, cats don't understand spoken apologies, but they do understand feelings. They don't need human language. They understand with their heart. And now that you know everything about feline apologies, would you like to learn about 20 signs that your cat can't stand being away from you? In the video right here on the screen, we talk exactly about that. Click on the screen and keep exploring the amazing world of cats with me.